Okay, now we're going to get the Cauchy form of the equations. So we need 4 equations. So the very first thing we're going to do is I am going to go and follow each one of those equations and find out those 4. Like in this case, dp1 dt equals to e sub 3. This follow this is e sub 4. And then e4 is e5 plus e sub 6. I'm just substituting what we had in there until we get the equations in terms of the state variables and the inputs. So this would be 1 over c sub 5, q sub 5. I cannot go any further. E sub 6 is over here, r sub 6 times f sub 6. And f sub 6 is f4. But f4 is f3 minus f7. So I could write this when it gets like that to 1f, we could try to find out what f sub 6 is, and helps us not only do all this, keep all the steps up, but save us time. But f sub 3 is f2, and then f7 is f sub 8. So f sub 6 is f sub 2 is this up here, 1 over I sub 2 P sub 2. Do you see it there? There's right here. 1 over I sub 2 P sub 2. And then F sub 8 is 1 over I sub 8 P sub 8. So this one that we needed to complete, we can complete it in the same line. Then Q sub 5 plus R sub 6 that multiplies 1 over I sub 2 P sub 2 minus R times I sub 6 no, I sub 8 P sub 8 like that. Okay, so this is the first differential equation that we have. I'm going to perhaps put a little frame around it. It would be this one. The second differential equation we need is this one, dp sub a dt. So we are doing the so-called Cauchy form. Cauchy form means we have just one expression per equation. So instead of the little individual ones. This is e sub 8. E sub 8 is e sub 7 minus e sub 9. And e sub 7 is e sub 4. And then e sub 9 is e10. And e sub 4 is e sub 6 plus e sub 5. And what is e sub 10 is e11. And e sub 5 is 1 over c sub 5 q sub 5 plus e sub 6 is r sub 6 times f sub 6 minus e11, which is 1 over c11 q11. Very interesting. Everything is cool here except this. But you see we already did that one over here. So having done that, we just use the result, and then we will have the answer. This would be, so dp sub 8 dt is going to be equal to 1 over c sub 5 q sub 5 plus r sub 6 times, this would be I sub 2 p sub 2, and then minus r sub 6 divided by I sub 8 p sub 8. This was, and then times, yeah, so we have that, and then minus for C11 Q11. This is equation number 2. That is, I'm just gonna put it like I did before. This is the second equation. We need 2 more to go. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, the next one that we have is dp sub dq5 dt. That is dq sub 5 dt is equal to f sub 5. But see, f sub 5 is f4, and f sub 4 is, where is f4? We have up here, f3 minus f sub 7. And what is f sub 3? Is f2, and f7 is f8. And then, of course, this would be f sub 2 is going to be equal to 1 over I sub 2 p sub 2, and this 1 over I sub 8 p sub 8, because that is f sub 8 right here, right there. And f2 is the one that is right here. Where is f2? Right there. Okay, if this is the case, this is the third differential equation that we have. Yeah, right there. And this is number 3. T, 1, and 2, and 3. And then finally we have one more to go, this one. dq11 dt equals to f11. dq11 dt equals to f11, like that. And f11 is the f10, and f10 is f9 minus f12, and what is f9? Let's go over here. f9 is f8, and f12 is what? f13. And then we need to continue what f8 is. Is 1 over I sub 8 times p sub 8. And this would be SF13, like that. And that becomes the fourth equation, this one right here, equation number 4. So I could make a summary of these equations to keep it in a nice form, so that we could actually use those for the state space form, which I will do it in the next lecture. But right now, why don't we just gather the equations in a nice way so that we have it ready to go. This dp sub 1 dt is equal to 1 over c sub 5 q sub 5 It's E1, right? It's E plus E2. And then you have plus R sub 6 over I sub 2 P sub, no. I'm copying the wrong one. Oh, sorry. I think we were doing it right. R sub 6 over I sub 2 P sub 2 minus R sub 6 over I sub 8 P sub 8, like that. This other one, dP sub 8 dt, is equal to 1 over C sub 5 Q sub 5 plus R sub 6 over sub 2 P sub 2 R sub 6 over I sub 8 P sub 8 over C11 Q11, like that. And then this would be dq sub 5 dt equal to minus 1 over I sub 8 P sub 8. And then we have this one in here. dq11 dt is 1 over I sub 8 P sub 8 minus SF13 in here. So these are the equations in this is the so-called Cauchy form. Well,